And then having a problem with that leg. Did you do anything to this?
No, no injuries.
No?
Mm-mm.
But you just feel like you have limited mobility?
Yeah, like if I were to try to take maybe a pistol squat, for example, I think the biggest limiting factor would be the ankle mobility, and then sometimes I kind of feel it like even in the ACL, kind of like side knee, just a little extra tightness there, and I think it's all related.
Oh.
Yeah, I can definitely feel tenderness.
How's that?
Feels nice.
There we go. Get the crazy toe socks on.
You always wear crazy toe shoes or no shoes.
What's that right there?
Feels good.
There we go. So, Thai Massage Jam on Thursday in Austin. We've got an online class coming up that starts on the 11th on abdominal work. We're setting up classes in various cities and states. You tell me. Right there?
I can take more.
Right there.
Yeah, feels nice.
There we go. That little toe.
I know. It's a wonky toe.
And then if I reverse it, the opposite side, how's that?
So feels great.
Right there?
It all feels great. Yeah.
There we go. Any difference if I lean in or out?
I think this like the act of leaning in and out offers some really nice mobility.
Nice. I felt like I had so much to say, and as soon as we went live, I had nothing. I was like, I was going to tell them about everything, tell them about all the classes, all the online classes, join our subscription service, buy our workbooks and DVDs. And as soon as I go live, I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about.
What excites you most about releasing like the content that you're doing at the rate that you're doing it?
What am I most excited about?
Yeah, what excites you most about that process?
I think mostly what excites me is the interactive online classes. The capacity to teach online that way completely changes the nature of like what we're doing. It's something that people consistently tell me, ooh, it's not possible. How's that?
Amazing. Quad work, I forgot to mention.
When I roll, is that uncomfortable?
No, I really like it.
Okay.
Because that piece is just extra tense.
Right there.
Yeah, that muscle.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
Man, that's great.
Right there. Oh boy.
That's just lateralis. What are you doing to me?
Get a little bit lower. I'm gonna get the lower leg. I just wanted to.
Yeah, no.
Since you had some issue with the knee.
Yeah, you nailed it, man. I think
when I
that's
roll.
Lateralis. Great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the teaching classes is for since time unknown been the go-to way for body workers to scale their work. So it's a natural conclusion that you utilize the internet to do that at scales greater than anyone's ever been able to before.
No, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it sounds like you're doing a hell of a job.
Okay. Now, either side, my left foot or my right foot, is either side, the inside or the outside, too much pressure?
And not too much pressure. It's definitely edging toward the edge, but it feels good.
And if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer as I can. Oh,
Dang.
oh. So there's a lot of different ways I could work on this, but it's going to be easier. Can you lay on your right side for me?
Yes.
And then you need a pillow?
Yeah, I'll just make it.
Do you want the blanket? You want the other blanket?
I think if I fold it, that's perfect.
And then what I'm gonna have you do is like, can we position you where instead of being like this, because of where the camera's at, can you turn this way just a little bit?
This way?
Yeah, there you go. I think this will be easier for them to see.
Yeah.
Because I want you to be comfortable and supported under your hip. I actually want this guy mostly on the mat. How's that?
Oh, that feels good.
There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna see if I can do this without showing the camera my tuchus. There we go. Now, if I start lower, is it right there?
Yeah.
Or a little lower than that?
It's basically that whole area that you want to do.
Okay. Let me change where the camera's at real quick.
Yeah.
Just shift this.
I think if we position this somewhere under the leg, because the ankle's popping a little bit, it's not super comfortable, but I think that might.
Is that better?
I think we'll see.
Okay. Let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit lower so you can see the leg a little bit more easily. There we go. So, right in the center of the peroneals, the outside, do you want more towards the ankle or do you want me to go up?
More up.
Okay. Tell me when you want me to start.
Kind of like right there.
Okay. Now, if I'm there, do you want more from the front?
Mm-hmm.
Like a little more tib?
Okay. It does feel. It feels good. I think the other way would get more specific to where I'm feeling. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna lean in.
Okay.
You tell me, is it too much?
No, you can keep going.
Okay.
I'll kind of just use the hand signal. Good.
Now, if I shear forward,
Try shearing backward.
or shear to the back.
Shear backward. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Now, do you mean to shear up towards the knee or down towards the ankle?
Downward.
Right there.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I hold right there, a little more pressure, is that too much?
It's not too much, but a little more shear downward. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's about maxed out.
Now, what if I go back and forth?
It's a little too intense. Less pressure. Yeah.
So, because you want me to shear down, like I feel like I'm fighting gravity, I'm actually going to switch it out and see if I can approach it from the other side.
Yeah, that's right.
Because your leg tapers. So if I grab right there,
Yeah.
okay, now if I slide down right there,
Yeah.
there we go. The main point of contact is the big, broad ball pad of my foot. Like the rest of my foot's on you, so it looks like I'm just standing on you.
Right.
But the contact is really right there.
Yeah, I feel it all there. I feel almost nothing from the
And if I bounce, good or no?
Good, but man, it's tense.
Okay, back off just a little bit. Is that better?
Yes.
There we go. Do we need to go higher or lower?
I think you're right on it. So.
Right on. There we go. Now I'm going to back off for a second, come just a little bit higher. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be ugly. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Man.
Oh!
Oh, yes.
Is that too much?
No, it feels great.
There we go.
That's what needs it.
So you can't quite see this on camera because I have to bend my leg. I'm going to show you my pasty white legs. You can kind of see that like I have to bend my leg and use my quad to be able to deliver pressure right here. I'm going to change it up because now that we know kind of where to press.
Mm-hmm.
So if I came down with a shin, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really sharp, right?
Yeah, right.
So the thing is, I think I can come in like this with the side of my IT.
Mm. Oh.
Now, is that too much?
It's not too much, but it's come higher.
Okay, a little bit higher to start.
Yeah.
Okay, now, forward or back?
Forward.
A little more forward, right there.
A little more upward.
Okay, so a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Okay, hold. Right there.
Yes.
Now, slide down towards the ankle.
Yes.
Right there.
Right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a choice between this and the foot, which would you choose?
I would choose a combination of the two, like exactly what you're doing. Like this is really good, I feel, for kind of like softening it, and then once it's softened, the foot coming in with that like high degree of precision pressure, I think is money.
You get to show the camera my tuchus. It always happens because I move around, so it's like I don't have a little drone that flies around and film me just yet.
Not yet.
So it's a big deep compression. I'm gonna take the pressure off real slow.
Cool. Oh, it's a nice feeling, just like blood rush.
Yeah. So now I'm actually gonna switch it. I'm gonna use just the opposite leg so I can actually face the camera. Nobody's sending me hate mail yet. That's always nice. So I'm gonna start a little bit higher, but you tell me because I have to change it now. How's that there?
Great, perfect, spot on.
Okay. And then is that angle more like down towards the,
almost.
or is the straight down fine?
I think the straight down's fine.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
So for me, the other one causes me to work my quads.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I can sit down and drink tea.
Yes.
Now, pressure-wise, more to the front?
Right there, you got it, yeah.
Okay. And then down towards the ankle?
No, well, higher than a little bit more forward. Yes, right there.
There you go. So here's the thing. It's going to depend on the shape of my IT band, the shape of my leg, and even like my femur. Because I have to be able to sit comfortably. I have to be able to like stack body weight. If I want more pressure, I just lengthen my spine and sit upright. If I'm taking pressure off, I just kind of slouch or change the position. Too much?
Oh, great. Really nice. That is.
It's massage, or is it? I don't understand. What's he doing?
It's effective.
Right there?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Man, that's great.
There you go. Lateral or medial?
They're both nice.
Okay, I'll just go back and forth for a second. Ah, yes. Just my big tuchus on the camera. It's nice. And then slowly again, I'll just put some weight on my hand. Slowly release that. Right there, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if I just came down, like if I stacked my body weight up with my shin, probably too much.
We could try it.
No. The thing is, we're using different tools and like building up. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not just gonna press with my tibia. I'm gonna press with my tib anterior. This is a bigger, broader strip. It's like using my ulna or using my forearm flexors, right?
Makes sense.
It's kind of a different structure. Sometimes when people see, like they say I'm using my feet, they don't understand, am I using like the outside of my foot or the heel of my foot or the ball pad? They're like different structures, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put myself almost on like pigeon pose because you want that pressure up to the front. Okay.
Yeah.
So in there, is that too much?
No.
Okay. Now I'm gonna reinforce with my elbow. Okay. Do you want the pressure up towards the knee or down towards the ankle?
A little more down.
A little more down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to stack. How's that?
That's good.
There we go.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No jostle. Jostle's good.
This one's good.
Front to back or up and down?
Up and down.
Gonna change it up again. And from there, is it more down?
I think more up.
More up?
Yeah, there.
Okay. Now, if I just hang out right there.
The spot is perfect. I would just try to add a little more weight.
Okay, you want more weight, so hold on just a second.
Okay. Oh, there. Yes.
Now.
That's nice.
Good, just made it up. I love telling people that. They're like, what?
No, I totally get it. What's in front of me? What can I add?
So I'm going to hold you back a little bit. Now, what happens if I pull you?
Oh, yeah, there.
Okay. Because that's like pulling you into my shin, right?
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. So, if I give you some length on the calf, do you want to resist me a little bit?
That's really good, yeah.
And just like you were doing the stretch, right?
Yeah.
You engage 3 or 4 seconds. Up or down or both? Both. There we go. Too much?
Right on the edge, but it's good. That's really nice. A little less force in the jostle.
And again, when I back off, I'll just use my hands. So what do you think? More tib or still peroneal?
Man, I think still peroneal.
Okay.
But kind of like I think you've done a really good job with the upper, and now it's just a matter of moving a little.
How's this on your calf?
It was good.
How's this on your thigh?
Really pleasant.
Good. So you can bring both knees in right here.
Oh.
So are the knees too pointy?
I wouldn't say too pointy, but you definitely I wouldn't do any more pressure.
Is it too much?
I think if we hang out, my muscles will relax into it.
Okay. So I can hang out right
There
here.
we go. Yeah.
So more to the front, more to the back.
Front. There.
Down towards the ankle.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Is it too much on the upper knee?
No, I feel this the littlest bit in this knee starting to talk, kind of like at the medial portion. But
From being pressed down into the mat?
it's hard to tell if it's the mat or if it's like other muscles trying to pull and compensate. But feels great.
This is the future of whatever industry we work in. A little bit down.
Oh yeah.
Too much?
A little bit too much.
Okay, hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
There we go. Now, very gently, can you move your ankle? There you go. Can you work it? Oh!
Wow.
No retreat, no surrender. It's like the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome of massage and body work.
Right. And then
Now the other problem is when I'm up like this and I laugh, I bounce.
yes. You gotta do that tight core.
Now, if I lean into the upper knee
Oh, that's enough.
or the lower knee,
I mean, yeah.
or do you want me to balance between the
little
two?
balance? Yeah.
Okay.
And then on my other calf, a little lighten up on the pressure. Yeah, like lower. Yeah.
And still shear down.
Yeah.
There we go. Gotta breathe. If you had tea, you drink tea. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hands on the mat, just slowly give you a break for a second. I have like divots in your leg.
I feel like I do.
So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing originally, just because I want to see if it like feels like pretty substantially different.
Oh, this feels nice.
Yeah.
Like you could,
Man, that is in there, like deep down along your fibula. Like
Yeah.
it's like it feels like the muscles are wrapped. Like
it feels like it's
rounded,
just
yeah.
like steel.
If I go closer up to the knee, too much?
I mean, it feels good, but yeah, it is intense.
Right there?
Oh yeah.
Too much.
Just enough.
Okay. So more to the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe downward a little bit.
Okay. So when you say downward, do you mean shear downward or pick up and move a little lower?
I meant shear. So.
Okay. So it'll be easier because of the way your leg tapers. Let me switch sides. See if I can do it from up here. That'll make it easier. Right there. Okay. And if I shear just a little bit down, is it too much pressure? Okay. More to the front? More to the back?
Yeah.
Or just right there? And then straight down towards the ankle? There we go. Slowly back off again.
So that's not normal to feel that way.
Well, normal's relative, but you feel like you got some lessened mobility.
Yeah.
This feels generally tight. It's caused pain
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And then how does it feel when I press on it?
Feels like it needs it.
Yeah. Like you got a deep itch, like deep in your bones. It's
Yeah.
like sort of slowly getting in there.
It's a really
Yeah,
good
if you work on it over time, my association is that it slowly starts to lessen. Like it might always be an area you have a little tightness in or something, but it doesn't like cause pain or your mobility would generally increase.
Yeah, I think just more than anything, what's the word? It contributes to some knee pain I have sometimes.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that still shear down towards the ankle? Or is it too much?
It's good there.
Okay. Because I'm getting like a piriformis stretch. It's like pigeon pose, basically.
Nice.
And then I reach up here and work on your rotator cuff.
Yeah. Oh man, yes.
You want
Goodness.
You're like, oh my god, this is fucking horrible. Working on the IT band or the tricep over here. Working on his crabby claw, which isn't too bad, right in here. Start working on multiple things at once.
That's awesome.
Right there?
Yeah.
There we go. Sometimes I'll change the tool just because it's more fun for me. But the sweet spot, I'll say this again and again, the absolute sweet spot is, can you make it as effective for the client as possible while easing your own strain?
Yes, that's exactly.
Like it feels effortless.
Yes. Yeah. That is a philosophy I think needs to be the core of this kind of work. Yeah, that's so nice.
Now see, now I can get my hand in there. Like some of the superficial tissues let go.
Yeah, it feels
But I wouldn't have wanted to deal with that palmar pressure.
Yeah, it does feel
Right there?
Like it's super tender. But
Right there and down?
Yeah.
Okay. If I hang out right there.
A little less pressure?
There we go.
Yeah, right there.
So usually, this is what I find interesting, therapists will complain because the clients want more pressure.
Oh yeah, so true.
I don't remember the last time the client was like, you can go deeper.
Yeah.
Like usually they're like, whoa dude, can you back off? Like
Yeah.
I'm dying here.
And I have a very high tolerance for pain from what I've been able to gather.
To the front or the back?
Back, I think right there.
Okay, and then down?
Kind of just pressing where you are, but then just pressing deeper.
Okay. When you say deeper, do you mean more pressure?
Yes.
A little bit right there?
Yeah.
There we go. Now, I feel a little bit of something on my palm
Oh.
because it's, palm again.
Yep.
But it also allows me to get these tools involved so I can see what it feels like with my hands.
Yes.
And then I can go back to another bigger, broader tool or, switch it up.
Exactly. You gain so much information with the hands, and then you can use that information in conjunction with other
So
tools.
just to give another example, because we were working on peroneals, I can throw a bunch of options at people. I'm going to lift you up for a second. There you go. Oh, let's bring you up. How's that?
I feel like it would be great for ankle mobility.
Okay. And then, because this is a sharper tool, right?
Yeah.
So higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. If I stack, right.
I'd go a little bit like a little more that
A
direction.
little more posterior.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
there, and then go inferior.
There.
A little bit lower toward the ankle.
Okay. So you made a pick up and lift lower.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like a little bit more.
So what I want to do to deliver more force, because I'm using my shoulder here, is I want my thigh, my forearm, and my shoulder in one line, so I can sink straight down
Yes.
to give you more pressure because I'm using my arms.
Right
again.
there,
How's
yeah.
that?
Great.
Okay. Now from there, is it to the back
Okay.
or the front?
I think more toward, about there, but then upward. Yes. Good.
Right there.
Yep.
There we go. Now, can you move your foot? Because now you're freestanding. You can move it around whatever direction
Yeah.
to pull into it.
A little bit more posterior. So, I guess the...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Posterior and anterior are actually two different directions. Come to my